Okay, so the advanced Tinkercad techniques has to be updated because the image converter that we were using previously has now been blocked by the district. So I found a new one, and that is right here, adobe.com. Convert your image to an SVG for free. So if you, I've already changed the link. So if you click on this, it'll take you. It'll redirect. Okay, to prove that it works here at Humble. If I click, there it goes, taking me here. Right. So I upload things. So I can actually close this, and you should have Tinkercad open as well because we're going to use Tinkercad, obviously. So we're gonna upload a photo. Browse our device. And I'm going to pick the Hyrule Shield, which I've done before. It has to be a black and white image, so it does not matter what your image is as long as it's black and white. Now, as I've already seen here, it's kind of cutting off the edges, so I'm not really excited about that. So I'm actually going to close this, and I'm going to download the Hyrule Shield all over again because I don't like how it's cutting that off. So we're going to go through the whole process. Images, find a black and white one. You got to wait for it to load. There's the black and white one. I'm going to right click, save image as. We don't want a PNG. I guess we do want a PNG because that's what it's saving as. So we'll save that as a PNG. And then we'll go back over here and see if it'll let me use that PNG. There we go. Not cutting off the edges is very important. Well, that looks absolutely terrible. I wonder why it did that. My guess is because it's a PNG. So we're going to switch it from PNG to a JPEG by going into Paint. If I say File, Open, the Hyrule Shield, there it is. And then we're going to say File, Save as a JPEG. You want it to be a JPEG. Yeah, see, transparency is not going to help us. Yes. Okay. So let's go back over here. Let's get rid of this. Go over here, upload the photo. Third time is the charm. There we go. No edges cut off, no problems because it's a JPEG. So teachable moments, man. That's what you got to do. Download. The image will download. There it is. So now I'm going to come over here to Tinkercad. I'm going to say import. I'm going to choose the file. We want the last one I did, which is this one here. Hit open. It's saying it's too big. So we're going to make it smaller. 500 is good. Hit import. And just wait. As you can see here, it says importing. So it imported pretty big, but that's fine. So if I click it, zoom out, I can now resize this thing to match the size of the work plane. So there it is. I got the shield, right? Now, if I print this shield the way that it is, what you're going to get is a lot of space because it's empty. You see what I'm saying? So this will be an empty space, a shape by itself. This will be a shape by itself, which you could do cool stuff with. But if I really want this to be a shield, like I've done before, I need to fill in those spaces. So because the shield is not a square, I'm going to use a cylinder. Put the cylinder in the middle, and I'm going to stretch this out to fill in the space. But you don't want to overstep the bounds of the shield itself. So I'm going to kind of do this. So then I'm going to look at it from the side. That's way too thick. So we're going to bring it down. So now if you see, okay, my cylinder is within the shield, but you're still getting the image or the shield indent, which is what I want. Okay. And it's not perfect, so you're going to have to do that a couple of times to fill in pieces. So like here, this is kind of an octagon actually, so I'm going to use an octagon. Actually, there might even be a... No, I don't see one. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I just saw something. Let's turn the octagon off. Let's select this bad boy and get rid of it. The heart is actually a better shape to use since it's a shield and it's already kind of heart-shaped. So this will give me my point down there at the bottom. Yeah! That's how we do it. There we go. And we move it so that way it fits. There we go. Perfect, guys. There we go. That's how we like it. And I'm going to once again bring it down just a little bit, not too much, just enough so we can see the shield emblem on there. You know, we're getting the Hyrule view. And I'm going to bring it out a little bit more because I want a little more indent. There we go. That's a good amount of indent right there. That looks good. Okay, so there we go. All those parts are filled in. A little bit off on that, so we're going to expand it out. Not too much. I don't want the heart to come out of the shield itself. And you just keep looking at it to make sure it's good. Okay, so here we got the little... It's like a pentagon, really, but we'll just use an octagon to make that happen. And extend that out. And extend that out to cover that space. Let's turn it. And bring this down. Okay. And it's kind of not doing what I want. There we go. There we go. So it's filled in now, if you see. And I see a little bit of my heart coming out here, which I don't like. So I'm going to actually pull my shield out just a little bit. So that way it's filled. And you make sure that all the spaces are filled, which it looks like they are. But because I moved my shield, my pentagon is not perfect. So there we go. That looks good. That looks good. That looks really good. So now I'm going to select all of them. And I'm going to group them. And now it'll become one shape. There it is. So there you go. Shield is done. And it's that simple to make a Hyrule shield. And you can use this method to make pretty much any advanced Tinkercad shape you want. You know, you can pull images off the internet and create whatever you want this way. And that's how it's done, guys. And you would export this, and I'd print it out for you. Done and done.